Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy King J, and today I'm gonna be, or should I say tonight because it's 2 a.m. I'm gonna be talking about the PlayStation 5. Had it in November, got it in February, so I decided I want to do a review, talking about my personal experience with it and my review on the PlayStation 5. So, first things first, let's get into the way how it looks. So, the PlayStation 5 does look, it has this futuristic look, but I don't really like a console that is white. The reason why is because I just like my consoles being either a dark color, because I don't like it getting dirty very quickly. When you have something that's black, I've got the PlayStation 3, 2 that are in black. The only PlayStation that I don't have that's in black is PlayStation 1, which is in grey, which grey I don't mind. But white and black, not really my thing. When they actually release the PlayStation in all black, I'll probably buy that. Because yeah, I just like my consoles in all black. So yeah. The way how it looks, obviously it's got the kind of like the silky part, which is like where the USB and stuff is. Like that part is fingerprints galore. You're just gonna be pressing and you're gonna start seeing fingerprints appear. So make sure you clean that regular. The way how it is in the back, it's got a couple ports in. If you see my unboxing video, I pretty much go over all of the stuff for how I think it is in terms of the way how it looks. So go check it out. Right now, I would say I really want storage to be added in, but I think they're going to do that at a later date, and I speak about that later in the video. So yeah, that's my thoughts on what I think on how it looks. Now, getting into ray tracing. Now obviously everyone talks about ray tracing, whether you're a PC gamer now or the PS5 as well, next gen gaming. Everyone talks about ray tracing. I think the best game to showcase ray tracing is Spider-Man, Miles Morales. The reason why I say that is purely because there's two modes. You got performance. You got two different modes, and one of the modes showcases the ray tracing, and one of the modes doesn't showcase it. So in the 4K mode, it shows the ray tracing. So if you go to a wall, if you go to a window, or if there's a puddle, you see the reflection and it's clear. But if you go into the other one, the other mode, you don't see the window reflection and you don't see the puddle reflection as well. So it does show you that there is two clear differences when it comes to the next gen console and the current gen that do you want to say current gen, because current gen would be like PlayStation 4 and Xbox Series X, Xbox One and stuff like that. And right now I feel like we're kind of in the next gen, but not everyone has a next gen console. It's still very hard to get hold of. So yeah, but moving on, let's get into the next section. So as you can see, with this PlayStation 5, you can actually do a pair offline, busy, or log in as online. So for people that want to log in on offline, don't want to get invites and stuff like that, you can do that from this menu here, just starting up your console. Again, if you don't want to know capture cards, I can show you capture cards as well. It will be in the card section up here. Okay, so as you can see, this is my PS5. Now, in terms of games, I've got quite a few games, as you can see, but this is because I have an extended storage, but I'll talk you through that a little bit later on. So look, this is just all the games. Here we go. So that's all the games, but I also have games in the library as well. So like, if you can't fit everything there, you can just re-download the games. Like for example, I had Spider-Man and I deleted Spider-Man off of my PS5, but I can then download it again. So it's not a problem. And I had NBA 2K21, but I had to delete it because of the storage. We're going to get into that a little bit later on, so don't worry about that. But yeah, this is for all your games, the ones that are installed and the ones that, your collection, you can download again. You can go to PlayStation Plus or PlayStation Now from here. And yeah, that's like how it works from your user interface on getting the games. And then, you could press down and then you can see other stuff or what's going on, what games they're promoting and stuff. And then, the PlayStation Store is basically this. So it's kind of similar to like the PS3 or PS4 user interface, I would say. I feel like they're quite similar. If you want to find collections, so basically the way how they do it is, if you want to find stuff, you tap up quickly and go right or left. So like, if you want to find collections, deals, stuff like the subscriptions, and you just want to browse the games, this is how you find everything. And then if you want to redeem codes, so this is one thing I don't really like. So if you want to redeem codes, you can tap up, go here, and then you can redeem codes from either doing the three dots, which is here, payments, redeem codes, subscriptions, transaction history, purchase settings and all of that stuff, you know, personalization settings and stuff like that. Storefront country. So let's get out of that. And then let's go into the settings. So here's my stuff here. It shows you all the trophies and stuff. So when you go to trophies, this is all the games that you have. So on the PlayStation Network, that you played on the PlayStation Network, should I say. Some of the PS3 games, look, I got Tekken Tag 2 here. Tekken Tag 2 is a PS3 game. So it's not backwards compatible. The PS5 is not backwards compatibility to PS3. However, it is backwards compatibility to a large majority of PS4 games. So, but it will still have your data and trophies from your PS3. So now if we go on to, like, let's say for example, let's go to a game like Tekken 7. So here it'll show everything here, and then you're good to go. So moving on from that, I want to then show you the actual setting. So you got media here as well. So media is for, like, if you want Disney, Netflix, you know, if you got the remote, this is when it's key. So let me just turn off my cam so you can see the rest. So you got Now TV, Prime Video. You also have Funimation, and you know, Funimation is quite cool. The thing is, I actually own Crunchyroll, so I have a Crunchyroll account. I don't have Funimation. But yeah, if you got, like, the remote, then it would be cool. I'm gonna show off the remote and the headset later on. But yeah, this is basically for if you want media TV and media. App library, you can probably find YouTube or something like that. Let me see if I can find YouTube. Okay, so you can see you got Spotify, Apple TV. Oh, so you do have Crunchyroll. So I could download Crunchyroll and then watch from there. TV, Pluto TV, Prime Video, Sky, Twitch, WWE Network, and YouTube. That's actually sick that they got WWE Network. And they got some VR stuff as well. So I say that's pretty cool. I haven't really explored that side of things, purely because I have a media player in my bedroom. So I don't know, my PlayStation, I don't use my PlayStation for stuff like that. I have a media player. So, but if you don't have a media player, then you can use stuff like this. So then we go into settings, and this is all your settings. So if you go to system is here. So this is your storage. Again, I'll talk about that a little bit later. There's some more stuff I want to talk about before I get into storage. So console information. So you got all the stuff for set options, stuff like that. HDMI, enable HDCP. HDCP, if you enable it, you won't be able to use your capture card. So I just wanted to let you lot know that. You got power saving options as well. And you got the web browser stuff. So it allows cookies, JavaScript, all of that stuff. And then on top of that, you know, you got user accounts and stuff. So this is just like, just to show you, like, just how it is. You can link your other services. I haven't linked nothing. No YouTube, no Twitter, nothing like that either. No Twitch. And then you got sound. So depending on how you want your sound actually comes from the controller. May I add, the sound actually comes from the controller. From this bit here. So input device, microphone, and controller. You know, adjust microphone level and stuff like that. Audio output, HDMI device from the TV. You can actually, you know, if you have other audio, you can change it. HDMI device, AV amplifier, soundbar. So you could do stuff like that, right? So, and then it's got settings for your AV or your headphones and stuff like that. And then it's got volume as well, controller, speaker, and headphones. Screen video. So this is what I wanted to talk to you about. So with the video output, I would set your resolution to automatic. And this one as well, 4K video transfer rate, I set mine to automatic. It adjusts the transfer rate of 4K video output. If your screen flickers, try -1 or -2 to limit the transfer rate. And then you got HDR. Where I've got the PS5 doesn't have HDR, but again, I have a monitor that does have HDR as well. So screen. I don't play DVDs in my PS5 at all, so I don't even need to talk to you lot through that at all. Again, controller. Again, here's all the stuff that you can talk about. So you know, volume, speaker for controller, vibration, intensity, trigger effect, intensity. So you can change it. So like, you know, in Call of Duty, if you're pressing a gun and you press it loads of times, you press R2, it will resist. Now you can now change it from strong, medium, weak, or off. That's for all other games as well. So if you're playing like NBA 2K21 and stuff like that, if you get tired and you're trying to do dribbling or you're trying to do a shot, it resists, it gets heavy. The best game I think that shows you this is Astro. Astro is the best game that shows you this so far, but I feel like Astro is showing you what it's capable of, in the future for other games. And a communication method, it says either use Bluetooth or use USB cable. You lot know that from the old one. The media remote, set up media remote. I haven't done that yet. I'll probably do a separate video showing you the media remote and how it works, stuff like that. Keyboard, ain't set up a keyboard, ain't set up a mouse. Camera, I actually have the camera as well. So maybe I'll do like separate videos showing you lot the camera, the media remote, and the headset as well. Who knows? I might do it in this video, I don't know. So one thing I didn't talk about is when you tap the PlayStation button, you have access to the trials, or should I say trophies, or achievements that you can access in game. So as you can see, there's ones here that I haven't done. So this one here is saying I haven't done this one. I could just go and play it right now, and it'll direct me to. Man, I'm tired. Where I can, it's a new side mission as well. You could do this with a lot of this other stuff as well. Complete all crimes. So these are all for the trophies. If you didn't get to finish them off, you could just come here and then it will direct you to where it needs to be. I think it's a very good touch, and it just makes things a lot more easier for when you wanna 100% a game. So when we talk about storage, the reason why I think storage is very lackluster is because my PlayStation 4, which is current gen, we should say, because not everyone has a PS5 yet. My PS4 is 1 terabyte. This is 825 gigabyte. But when you really actually check it and you're looking at this now, you see that it says 667.2 gigabyte, right? So it's not 825 gigabyte. And it's not even taking 20 gig, it's not even taking 20 gig to for the user interface and all that stuff. It's actually 667.2 gigabytes. Now, that's a problem because most of these games are quite big, and I will show you exactly what I mean before I even talk about extended storage. So we look at games like Demon's Souls. Astro is a small game because Astro is just a demonstration of what PlayStation 5 can do. You got Mortal Kombat that's 86 gigabyte. You have Call of Duty that's at 156 gigabyte. And then you got these two games that are they're remastered games, so they're not gonna be as big. But look at Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Look at that, 156 gigabyte. Mortal Kombat that's intended for PS5, 86 gigabyte. Not remastered. Well, you could classify Mortal Kombat as a remaster, but then look how big it is. My NBA 2K was 127 gigabyte, and I had to delete it because it's like I'm not playing it as regular as the other games, but I can download it whenever. Same with Spider-Man. Had to delete it. It wasn't 100 something. It was like 80, 60 gigabyte. I can't remember. But again, it's like I'm finding myself having to delete games that I know I'm not gonna play, and then just re-download them later on down the line. But I shouldn't have to do that if I've got a PS5. With the PS4, I was able to kind of extend it because the files weren't that big. So I do feel like it's lackluster in the storage. Not gonna lie, I don't know why it's 825 gigabyte. It should be at least 1 terabyte, like minimum. And then my extended storage, I've got a WD Black. Shout outs to Western Digital for sending it to me. I appreciate it. So I have a WD Black 2 terabyte hard drive. Now, as you can see here, look. This is a game drive. I have the size is 1.84 terabyte. They say it's 2 gigabyte, but 1.84 terabyte. I have used 356 gigabyte of it. Then let's have a look at the games. These are like, I got Streets of Rage 4, Fighting EX Slayer, Tekken 7, Dragon Ball Fighters, Under Night in Birth, Ultra Street Fighter 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. But that heats up my hard drive though. It's a solid state drive, but that heats it up. Like, that's the only problem. Other games don't really heat up, but Call of Duty Modern Warfare definitely heats up. But it's 93 gigabytes, so I don't expect anything less. God of War, The King of Fighters, Crash Bandicoot, Apex Legends. We're looking at the extended storage versus console storage. It's not the same at all. You know, even on here, here's a good tip as well for people that have or don't have the PlayStation 5. If you want to install PS4 games to extended storage, every time you download a PS4 game, if you notify this, it will go to any PS4 game will go to this hard drive all the time, so it won't install on a console storage. This is why I feel like this is a very good thing. Every time I'm thinking of, oh yeah, this is the game I want, I don't have to think about, oh, I have to move it over and copy it onto. Because remember PS4 when it took long to copy games over to the hard drive? Yeah, you don't have to do that anymore. You just put it straight to the extended storage. So I think that's a good thing. But again, Sony, I think you lot do need to at least let people know when you can, allow people to use solid state drives to install PS5 games. Because right now, currently, we can't install no PS5 games on no solid state drives, no portable solid state drives. Even if you try to, just none. No additional storage allows you to play PS5 games. It's literally console storage. And again, like I said, the console storage it could be better. Like, I can't lie that, yes, thank you, Sony, for, gifting me the PS5. But I have to be real and I have to be honest. And I feel like the community I built up, I would find it very hard to even just try and say, yeah, this is a great storage. I feel like it needs more, especially a terabyte, 2 terabyte, something like that. It just needs more. I just don't think it's that good. But it's, we can bear with it. But again, it's just like, how many games do I have? All right, cool. So now I want to talk about some stuff that are pretty good that you can use. So with the sound, you could press this. You can mute your audio by just pressing this. Wait, can you see that orange? When it's not flashing, that just means it's on mute. But if you really want to mute all audio, all you got to do is hold it and it will start the breathing light. I could even show you even a bit closer. You should be able to see it from here. Yeah, breathing light. Okay, cool. So on top of that, so like when I want to not mute it, I take everything off. Now, so capture settings. So there's stuff like this. If you want to capture stuff, you can manually change if you want it in 4K or 920 1080p. It's up to you. Screenshot JPEG, you can change it to PNG or JPEG. It's entirely up to you. Include your mic's audio or include party's audio. So this, I feel like this is pretty good if you want to just showcase something to someone, or most compatible with MP4, most efficient is a WebM. So I think this is pretty good if you want to capture something quickly. It could be pictures or video. It's entirely up to you. Again, also as well, broadcast. I do not broadcast from, I can't tell you the last time I ever broadcast from my console, but if you do, you could broadcast from here. Captures and broadcast. This is a setting that I think people need to, so that's what I showed you before. Screenshot format, same thing. So this is like a shortcut for it. Trophies. This is a setting that you lot should be wary about. Now, when you get a trophy on your PlayStation 5, it saves the trophy screenshots and it also saves the videos as well. So if you want to save the videos, the thing is, it's going to take up storage. Storage is not that great. So what you should do is untick both of them. But if you do tick this one, you can then tick 15 or 30 seconds of video duration. Sometimes trophies are hard to get. Sometimes you'll trying to get a platinum and stuff like that, and you're like, well, I want to show my friend that I've got this. Do you know what I mean? But I don't think that is the correct way. There are other methods of doing it. So yeah, I would untick both of those two so that you don't take up any data. But all in all, if I was to give my verdict on the PS5, like I said, I don't feel like there's much games out. Most of the games that I play on my PS5 are games that I can play on my PS4, but it just looks better. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it just looks better. So like, you got, like, for example, Call of Duty Warzone, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I played that on the PS5 and that looks amazing. So of course I'm gonna play it on the PS5. Apex Legends doesn't have a PS5 version of it. Apex Legends just has, the PS4 version, but it's just gonna look better on the PS5 anyways. That's just how I see it. Most of my games here are games that are on PS4. Because there's just nothing there on PS5 yet. I just don't think it's ready. Spider-Man was a good game. I completed that, but that's it. And then Spider-Man is not really technically a PS5 only game. You know, when we talk about PS5 only games, there ain't really anything there that's like, oh, PS5 only, I really need to get it. I'm still waiting on Resident Evil. I'm still waiting on Final Fantasy 16. I'm still waiting on Guilty Gear Strive. I'm still waiting on King of Fighters 15. You know, and that's only 4 games. You know, if you have games that you think that I should go and check out, leave a comment in the comment section down below. But they have to be PS5 exclusive games. Right now, we don't have that many. So I do feel like the next gen, even on both sides, even if we're talking about PS5 and, you know, the rival, there ain't anything like that's like, wow, we need to get a next gen now. I think the next gen's kind of just to say to people, oh yeah, like, we're stunning, we got the next gen. Like, that's me being real about it. Like, there's nothing that's like, ooh, I need it now.
Simmer down, simmer now. Couple kicks to your boat, I'm a winner now. Like Eddie with the feet, I'm a killer now. Simmer down, simmer now.